action, folks, and already a good day's racing. We've seen some tight battles out there. We've had race 1 go down, and it's listed in the program as race 3, but I'm sure it's going to be race 2. This is round 2, and this will be the senior trophy out on the track there at the moment. Ashton Hughes once again seems to have a bit of a knack of starting a little bit better than other riders. I don't think I've ever seen a big puddle like that at the end of the front straight at Manfield. It's possibly a metre wide there here at Manfield. Just sorry, that's my phone going. I will reject that call and find out something later on. Reject button. Sorry folks, I've just been... Apologies folks. Rogan Chandler looks to be like he's out in the front, and he was the fastest qualifier in this class earlier on today, with Hayden Fitzgerald there in second place. So Hayden's not there in second place though. Right now, looking over towards the back straight there, it is Ashton Hughes, and I was going to say that Hayden Fitzgerald looks to be in third place, but Malcolm Bilski just gobbled him up. The difference between that 600 and the 1000cc showing markedly coming out of the Higgins corner. So Malcolm Bilski there in third place with, that's got to be Hayden Fitzgerald and the number 4 machine there in fourth place. We go back a little bit further down, and as we see the fastest man on the track, Ashton Hughes, in second place. Fifth place was Daniel McGovern, Jerem Wickie, Ryan O'Neill back out there, Devil Gibbs, Jesse Wickie, Luke Jelly, Raymond Herman up to 11th spot, Michael Sorensen, Jeff Crute, Casey Johnson, and Esmond Williams. That's the top 15. That's all I've got on my screen, folks. So already we've seen this a couple of times today, a battle going on between the first and second bike, and then another battle going on between second, third and fourth with Belski and Fitzgerald. Belski's got that ZX10 wound up down the straights, but I'm saying that I've got to say that the way that R6 has been flicked around by Hayden Fitzgerald just that little bit quicker during the infield. Runs it a little bit wide there, and Higgins there just momentarily, and gives it a little bit to Malcolm Belski. No advantage in slipstream down there. There's probably 60 metres between first and second spot, and a similar distance between third and fourth spot. A big group of riders there off the fifth and sixth. We see a change of position. I think that's Jerem Wickie, McGovern and Ryan O'Neill going into the big sweeper, and as they come out now, 4 bikes all tightly packed there. Who's it going to be? We've got 4 bikes going across the start-finish line. It is McGovern followed by Ryan O'Neill. Jerem Wickie's moved down into 7th, and Neville Gibbs. So that battle's coming back to play with the third place on the track there, going through that left-hander in the S's, the Kawasaki and the Yamaha. The Kawasaki in traditional Kawasaki green colour or close to it, and Yamaha doing the blue. Fitzgerald goes up on the inside of the hairpin and makes it stick there, and now it's a drag down the centre line. Of course, Fitzgerald never gives up. No one does on the racetrack, but what a masterful move there, going into that hairpin there. They go up down into the up into the Higgins corner. It is Chandler out in the front, the fastest man, and he's now into the 109s, a 109.6, and he's opening up a gap down that back straight with Ashton Hughes sitting there, a 110.3, Belski on a 110.4, and Hayden Fitzgerald on a 110.7. That's the battle out there. 6 laps to go, and this is the senior trophy, the second round of racing today. 6 classes, sorry, 6 classes. I think we're going to do this round and have lunch. It just depends on the discretion of the organisation. It's 12:32 now. Not too sure exactly what time lunch is. No doubt we'll notice it and give you the message. But Chandler there, 109.595, the fastest lap of the day so far there on lap 3. And he's been chased by Ashton Hughes, and Fitzgerald has broken away from Belski there. 600 versus 1000cc. A lap or so ago there was that change of position in the hairpin. Now Fitzgerald looks over his shoulder. He's now got 80 or 90 metres, so whether he's just up the ante and got faster and faster. In fact, the last lap time, best lap times, is very, very close. A 110.463 and a 110.417. So 50 thousandths of a second. Tight racing here between the two, and we're watching those 2 bikes going down the back straight, and the Belski bike comes back into play, opening up that throttle and has closed up the gap down that back straight. He's right on his tail now, probably 4 or 5 bike lengths as they come out of the go media corner there, with Chandler going through, taking another lap there, just a little bit slower than last time round. Hughes in second place, but I'm watching that battle for the minor money on the podium with 4 laps to go of this 8-lap race. Super Motard's out next. Right now the battle's there. Fitzgerald opens it up through the infield. Belsky just closes up a little bit of the gap there as they go under braking, but Fitzgerald certainly, you know, he's got a lot more experience than Malcolm Belsky, but on the lighter bike and probably easier to manage through the infield. We're watching Fitzgerald come out of the hairpin. Did he just sit up there a bit? Was there a moment for him? But right now Belsky's bike has got a bit of legs down here. He closes up some of the room as they go into Higgins. Pretty much evenly matched for braking time, and that very high line there for Hayden Fitzgerald. I think he's lost a bit of ground, but very high line for Hayden there. So Belsky's bike's winding up there, and watch the difference in the speed, and they were very, very close on the big sweeper last time round, probably about the same sort of pace between the two of them. Closing up there, just the exit there is playing into the hands of Hayden Fitzgerald. Just seems to get that drive even before the apex, the final apex of that double apex corner. Hayden Fitzgerald gets a little bit more opening up there. Just a reminder to all the riders, please, that the organisation is struggling with all the riders getting to the grid and everybody checking the tail lights on the bike. So there's a wet meeting. It has been declared wet. It is not possible to go and undeclare it wet. Once it's declared wet, you've got to run those red lights, and you might not think they're necessary, but they are part of the rules, and the lack of them may exclude you. So we're having a little bit of trouble with people getting up to the grid really late in the piece. I know everyone's got to get their tyre warmers out and would want to spend more time in the pits as much as they can, but it'd be nice if people could get up there a little bit quicker and get through there. Okay, where is the lead bike out there at the moment? We've got see blue flags being deployed here with the blue flashing light for lappers. That's an interesting process there. Looking down the front straight, and that's got to be Rogan Chandler going through there on the 15 machine. In fact, he goes through. Ashton Hughes is there. This battle for 3rd and 4th place has been hot all the way through this 10-lap race, 8-lap race. Can't even remember, can I? 8-lap race, sorry, the senior trophy, brought to you by TSS Red Baron. This battle for 3rd place has certainly been coming and going, but right now Hayden's got a huge break there. I think that was a lapper there that Malcolm Belsky might have got tied up and behind. Malcolm running the 134 number, and you can see him going through the right-hander in towards the hairpin, now goes round the hairpin. So this battle that was going on for most of the race has certainly opened up, and in fact, we've got 2 laps to go, and right now Fitzgerald is eyeing up Ashton Hughes. And looking at the lap times, we've got the last lap I'll go to, actually, it's a 109.4 for Hayden Fitzgerald. Ashton Hughes pumped round in a 111.1. That's a huge difference. So after the big battle that Hayden's had with Malcolm Belsky and now dispatched him, he's within almost spitting distance of Ashton Hughes for the 2nd place, as we see Rogan Chandler put down another clean lap there, and pretty close to his previous lap times there. A 1:93 for that lap, a 1:92.38 for his fastest lap earlier on. So Rogan Chandler has got this one sorted. The white flag is out. Yep, the white flag is out on the start-finish line. So having a look round for 2nd and 3rd place. Here comes Hayden Fitzgerald from New Plymouth. Normally runs the number 52 machine, but right now he's running the number 4, and he's right on the tail of Ashton Hughes. Watch it up in the hairpin. And there he goes up on the inside, and Hayden Fitzgerald just shuts the door there, and Ashton Hughes is left wondering what's happened to him. He would have heard this bike coming possibly. All right, Ashton Hughes' bike's just that marginally quicker. Down that centre straight, we're on the final lap. We've got 2 corners to go for these lead 2 bikes. Got to keep an eye out for Rogan Chandler, who is winning the race. Lappers, there's a couple of lappers out there that might play a part. In fact, there's one out there that I think is going to happen right on that big sweeper. It is Fitzgerald in the front, out brakes just a little bit more. How's this lapper going to play into action as Rogan Chandler takes the win? It's all down to this lapper, and the lapper's just none of his business, mate. He's just doing what he wants to do, but it is Hayden Fitzgerald, and then number 92 goes through there in 3rd place there. Ashton Hughes, what a great battle. It's been some great racing so far today. Malcolm Belsky slips through there in 4th place on the 134 machine. We're expecting Neville Gibbs